In this video, we're going to talk about 5 common habits that many older adults do right after eating, without realizing how much these habits can affect their brain, heart, and long-term health. As we get older, even small choices can make a big difference in how clearly we think, how steady we feel, and how well our body works after meals. Doctors who have spent decades caring for seniors have seen again and again that the minutes right after eating are more important than most people understand. My goal today is to share this information with you in simple, gentle language so you can use it right away in your daily life. I want you to feel informed, confident, and in control of your health, not overwhelmed. And before we continue, I would love to know, where are you watching from today? Please share your state in the comments below so we can all feel a little more connected as one community. Now, let's begin and talk about how these small after-meal habits can help protect your memory, your independence, and your overall well-being. Point 1. Avoid lying down immediately after eating. Many older adults feel a little tired after a meal, and it's natural to want to lie down for a few minutes. But in this video, I want to gently explain why lying down right after eating can slowly harm your digestion, your circulation, and even your brain health over time. When you finish a meal, your stomach needs steady blood flow and an upright position to digest food properly. But when you lie flat, the food and stomach acids can move upward, causing heartburn or discomfort. This may seem small, but when it happens again and again, it can create inflammation inside the body. And inflammation is one of the quiet problems that can affect your memory and increase long-term risk for stroke. Many seniors also notice that when they lie down after eating, they feel more tired, foggy, or unsteady later in the day. This isn't just aging. It's often the body struggling to digest while also trying to keep the brain supplied with enough oxygen and blood flow. Staying upright gives your body a chance to do each job smoothly and without stress. I once spoke with an older gentleman who felt confused every afternoon and couldn't understand why. His doctor simply asked him to remain seated or take a slow walk for 20 to 30 minutes after each meal. Within a few weeks, he felt clearer, lighter, and more comfortable. That small change made a big difference in how he felt throughout the day. You don't need to do anything intense. Just staying seated on a chair, chatting with a loved one, reading something light, or taking a gentle walk around your home is enough to support better digestion and steadier thinking. Giving your body this little bit of time after meals protects your brain, supports your independence, and helps you feel more like yourself. Small habits like this can truly shape healthier years ahead. Point 2. Avoid smoking or reaching for a cigar after eating. My friends, I know many older adults grew up in a time when enjoying a cigarette or a cigar after a meal felt like a normal part of life. It was a moment of relaxation, a way to unwind, or something shared with friends. But today we understand much more about how the body works, and one thing doctors now know for sure is that smoking right after eating is especially harmful for your heart, your blood vessels, and your brain. After a meal, your circulation becomes more active because your digestive system is working hard. This increased blood flow means that if you smoke during this time, your body absorbs more of the toxic chemicals in tobacco than it usually would. These toxins travel straight into the bloodstream, reaching sensitive areas like the brain and the small blood vessels that keep your memory sharp. Even one cigarette or one cigar after a meal can tighten your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, and reduce oxygen flow to the brain, all within minutes. Over time, this pattern can quietly lead to problems such as slower thinking, forgetfulness, small strokes, and a higher risk of dementia. Many seniors don't notice the changes at first because they happen slowly. You might feel a little more tired, a little less focused, or have trouble remembering simple things. But these are signs that the brain isn't getting the clean, steady blood flow it needs. One man I knew used to enjoy a cigar every evening after dinner. He believed it helped him relax. But as the years went on, he noticed his thinking slowing down and his memory slipping. When he finally cut back and then stopped altogether, he felt clearer, lighter, and more alert, changes he didn't expect. Point 3. Avoid going straight for dessert or sugary drinks. Many older adults enjoy something sweet after a meal, a piece of cake, a cookie, ice cream, or even a sugary drink. It feels comforting, familiar, and in many homes, it's part of the routine. But what most seniors don't realize is that eating sugar immediately after a meal can quietly affect the brain, the heart, and even the mood in ways that build up over time. When you finish eating, your body is already working hard to manage the sugars and nutrients from the meal. If you add dessert right away, your blood sugar rises quickly, sometimes more sharply than your body can handle. This sudden spike forces your system to work overtime. Over the years, these repeated spikes and drops can strain your blood vessels and reduce the steady blood flow your brain depends on. Many seniors describe feeling tired, heavy, or foggy after dessert, or noticing their mood shift later in the afternoon or evening. These feelings aren't just getting older. They're often the result of how sugar affects the brain's energy supply. High sugar levels can cause inflammation in the tiny blood vessels that support memory and focus. And inflammation, even in small amounts, can quietly increase the risk of memory loss and small strokes over time. I remember an older woman who always enjoyed a slice of pie after dinner. As she got older, she began forgetting conversations and feeling sluggish. Her doctor suggested a simple change. Wait a little before dessert, choose a lighter option, or replace sweets with fruit or herbal tea. She tried it, and within a few weeks, she felt more alert, more stable in her mood, and more in control of her day. Point 4. Avoid doing heavy chores or intense activity right after eating. My friends, many of you grew up believing that the best time to get things done was right after a meal. Maybe you cleared the table, washed dishes, folded clothes, worked in the yard, or tried to finish all your tasks before resting. That kind of discipline is something your generation is known for. But what doctors now understand is that jumping into heavy chores or intense activity immediately after eating can quietly stress the body in ways that affect your heart, your digestion, and even your clarity of mind. When you eat, your body sends extra blood to your stomach and intestines to help break down food. This is a natural and important process. But if you suddenly ask your body to lift, bend, climb, scrub, or move quickly, you force your system to split its resources. Now your body is trying to digest and do physical work at the same time. For seniors, this can lead to dizziness, weakness, lightheadedness, or even a sudden drop in blood pressure, which can be dangerous. Over the years, pushing your body right after meals can also weaken nutrient absorption, create irregular blood sugar patterns, and increase strain on your heart. Small disruptions may not seem like much at first, but they can build up, slowly affecting the blood vessels that support your memory and balance. I once spoke with an older gentleman who always rushed to mow the yard after lunch because he felt it made him productive. But he noticed he often felt shaky and drained afterward. When his doctor suggested waiting just 30 to 45 minutes before doing any heavy tasks, the difference was remarkable. His digestion improved, his energy stayed steady, and he felt safer and more stable throughout the day. You don't need to rush. After a meal, give yourself permission to slow down. Sit, relax, chat with a loved one, or take a gentle walk. These small choices help your body digest properly and give your brain the steady support it needs, helping you stay strong, balanced, and clear-headed as you age. Point 5. Avoid taking certain medications immediately after eating. Many older adults keep their pill organizer close to the dining table so they can take all their medications right after a meal. It feels simple, safe, and convenient. But what most seniors do not realize is that the timing of certain medications can make a big difference in how well those medicines work and how they affect your brain, your balance, and your daily energy. Some medications work best on an empty stomach. Others should be taken long after eating. And a few can cause dizziness or stomach discomfort if taken too soon after a meal. When you take certain pills right after eating, food can slow down how fast your body absorbs the medicine. That means you may not get the full benefit. For medications like blood pressure pills, heart medications, or some memory-related drugs, this delay can lead to unpredictable results. You might feel lightheaded, tired, or mentally foggy without understanding why. Over time, these small, repeated disruptions can affect your long-term health. A sudden dip in blood pressure, especially after a meal, can make you feel faint or confused. Slower absorption of important medications may leave you with uneven energy or poorer control over the conditions you're managing. I once knew an older woman who always took all her pills right after breakfast because it felt like the safest routine. But she often felt dizzy and lost her train of thought. When her pharmacist reviewed her medications, they discovered that a few needed to be taken later, not right after a meal. After adjusting the timing, She felt clearer, steadier, and more comfortable throughout her day. This doesn't mean you should change your medication schedule on your own. Always speak with your doctor or pharmacist first. But being aware of this issue gives you more control and more confidence. The right timing can help you feel more alert, more balanced, and more in tune with your body, protecting your independence and well-being as you age. Point 6. Avoid drinking too much water or tea immediately after eating. Many older adults enjoy ending their meal with a large glass of water, a cup of tea, or even 2 cups of liquid because it feels refreshing and helps wash the food down. But what most seniors don't realize is that drinking too much right after eating can quietly interfere with digestion, nutrient absorption, and overall energy. This habit may seem harmless, but over the years, it can affect how well your body uses the food you eat, and that can influence brain health, strength, and stability. When you drink a lot of liquid immediately after a meal, your stomach's natural digestive juices become diluted. These juices are important because they help your body break down food and absorb vitamins and minerals. If those juices become weaker, digestion slows down. This can lead to bloating, heaviness, heartburn, and a feeling of fatigue that many seniors simply chalk up to old age. But often, it's the body struggling to process both food and excess liquid at the same time. Over time, poor digestion affects more than just your stomach. Your brain depends on nutrients like B vitamins, healthy fats, and minerals to stay sharp. If your body absorbs fewer nutrients, your memory, clarity, and mood can all be affected. Many seniors notice that they feel sleepy or foggy after meals, but never connect it to their drinking habits. I once knew a woman who always drank 2 large glasses of water right after lunch because she believed it was good hydration, but she often felt bloated and mentally tired afterward. When she reduced her liquids and waited 20 to 30 minutes after eating to drink more, her digestion improved and her afternoons felt clearer and more energetic. You don't have to stop drinking water. It's very important. Just spread it throughout the day instead of taking large amounts right after meals. A few small sips during your meal are fine, but save the bigger drinks for later. This gentle adjustment supports better digestion, steadier blood flow to the brain, and overall comfort as you move through your day. Point 7. Avoid sitting completely still for too long after eating. Many older adults finish a meal and then stay seated in the same position for a long time, sometimes watching TV, reading, or simply resting in one spot. While a little rest is perfectly normal, staying completely still for too long after eating can quietly affect your circulation, digestion, and overall brain function. The body works best when there is gentle movement, especially after meals, and even small changes can help your blood flow more smoothly. When you sit still for a long time, especially in a soft chair or sofa, your digestive system slows down. Blood can pool in your lower body, making you feel tired, heavy, or sleepy after eating. Many seniors think this after-meal slump is just part of aging, but often it's your circulation struggling to keep up. Good blood flow is essential for carrying nutrients to your brain, helping you think more clearly, stay alert, and feel energized. Staying still too long can also raise the risk of blood sugar swings. When your muscles stay inactive, your body uses energy less efficiently, making it harder to manage glucose levels. Over time, this can affect your memory and contribute to small changes in brain health that are easy to overlook until they build up. I once knew an older man who would eat lunch and then sit in the same chair for 2 hours watching TV. He often felt sluggish and unfocused afterward. His doctor suggested a simple change. After eating, stand up for a moment, stretch your legs, or take a slow 2-minute walk around the house. It was a small adjustment, but he noticed a clear improvement in his digestion and mental sharpness. You don't need to exercise or do anything strenuous. Just avoid being completely still. A few gentle movements, standing up, walking to the window, or stretching your arms, help your body digest better and keep your mind more awake. These tiny moments of activity can make a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. My dear friends, as we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with a simple reminder. Small habits truly matter, especially as we grow older. You don't need to change everything at once. Even one gentle adjustment can make a real difference in how clearly you think, how steady you feel, and how well your body works after every meal. Maybe you recognized a habit or two that you've been doing for years. That's completely okay. What's important is that you now understand how these moments after eating can shape your memory, your heart health, your digestion, and your overall well-being. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you learned today that you might try in your own life? Your comments not only help us understand your needs, but they also create a warm community where older adults can learn from one another. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Your support means so much, and it encourages us to keep making helpful content for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care, stay strong, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.